I'm recording this on July 15th, and the last couple of months, a lot of people are complaining about the precious metals not holding up to all the inflation that's going on. I'm kind of excited because it's giving me some opportunity to continue to stack. I've been especially interested in mining stocks lately, but I got a theory on why this is going on. So right now, as I speak, silver is below $20 an ounce. I hope to get more gold at some point. Although when I look at the gold to silver ratio, it still looks very overvalued. When the gold to silver ratio goes below 60, I'll definitely think about it. But I have a theory on what's going on. I think that at the same time that gold and silver are being manipulated low, the Feds are also engineering a recession simultaneously. And why are they doing that? Because it may force some of the gold and silver out of people who are not well positioned. Right? Certainly anybody who's leveraged up, and even people who are not levered up. Right? If they engineer a good recession, and you need it for your living expenses, for other issues, you might have to give it up. Right? And it's made me think about what to do in the coming months as this game plays out. And I'm thinking the number one asset we can have is to downsize and not need so much, right? If you can, so for example, I'm fully open to relocating somewhere that's less expensive, right? Especially if we have a major recession. I'm gonna lose my job anyway. I might as well move back to Wallace, Idaho, where I got accepted for who I was anyway, right? If everybody's out of their job, and I can easily explain a gap on my resume. Oh yeah, I'll move right back to Wallace, Idaho, right? And in general, to downsize a little bit, right? Get used to the idea of living without all the luxuries in life, right? I got to admit, I've kind of slipped in that regard lately because let's face it, I live in Seattle where there's a lot of prejudice. Sometimes to get away from that prejudice, I do live it up a little bit here. And so I'm going to have to think hard about that in the coming months as the end game plays out, if you will. I really do think that silver will be manipulated much lower, but I'm no longer so excited about that because I think it will play out in a way of there's going to be a huge recession, and the Feds are basically doing this to force people out of their silver, right? I think I'm going to hold on pretty tightly to it. I'd rather be living in a gutter and still holding on to my silver. That's the kind of person I am, though. I'm much more likely to move back out to the Rockies, or well, I guess Phoenix is not nearly as inexpensive. But in the wintertime, Phoenix could be a good place to camp out anyway, right? So hard to say. I got a few months before the more brutal weather comes up, right? Alright, some food for thought on that. If you can, keep stacking, but just be mindful of this possibility that there might be a shakedown of some sort.